Okay, I've called this private meeting today, girl, to teach you how to get clients. Girl, guy, cat, flower pot, whatever. So the first thing, class, is retention. Retention, retention, retention. We want to keep the clients that we have. You might have 2, 3, or 5, 10, or maybe 100. I would say that is the key, keeping the clients. But we're going to double around to that. We're going to circle around to that. So what you want to do, let's say you don't have not one client. Like, I have one client and it's my mama. This might be a long one. She was like my first client besides my Barbies when I was young and wasn't licensed yet. And then it was my Aunt Judy. And I used to sit in the living room and scratch her scalp and do things to her hair. I just love her. I could say I've been taking clients since I was like 5, 6 years old. But anyway, enough about me. Like, I'm really passionate about this and I can really tell you how to build this business. Just hang with me. So what you're gonna do is tell everyone that you do hair. Family is good. Family is good with getting started out and practicing. They can be your crash test dummies. They really can. Like, just please don't burn their hair. And it would be nice if they could pay you a little something to recoup for the materials that you will be using, the products for their hair and stuff. But little sisters, cousins, mamas, aunties, it's good when you're learning, you're in hair school, but if they really love you, I'm not gonna say that if and when, if they really love you, they're gonna compensate you for your time and for your material. I'm not charging my mama though. My mom put me through hair school with her own cash, with her money, not no FAFSA. She paid for my hair school 100 years ago, cash, okay? So I don't charge my mom for her hair. Like, I would never. But anyway, charge these people. Eventually you're gonna have to charge. And we're gonna talk about that in another video. So building your clientele. Okay, this is how I did it. Back in the day, y'all have social media. I didn't have social media. Back in my day, I came out of hair school in 1999. I have been licensed, do the math, over 25 years. It is now 2026 and I'm flying high. I'm trying to get you there too. So back in my day, we didn't have social media. So things were very much passing out flyers, which I'm not gonna say it still works, but that's a lot of footwork. We can work a little bit smarter now, not hard. But back then it was like getting into magazines, getting into the phone book. Getting into the phone book. The yellow pages, oh my God, I'm dating myself. Handing out business cards, getting the people in your church, they know you do hair. Like, if you go to church or like a mosque or something like the hall, like, you have the plug. You have like you got like 5 clients right there just waiting for you, 5 to 10. Offering to do their hair, you know. I don't like the word discount. Don't lead with a discount. That's one thing I want to say. Don't lead with that, but you know, depending on who you are. When I started, I was young. I married young too. I was young and married and supported. So I wasn't like, oh my God, I'm trying to charge top of the line. And I was young. When you're young, you do things for a little bit of money. I don't know why sometimes. And then I had my baby, and then, you know, I worked from home. Like, this is for everyone. The kitchen, petitions, the licensed, unlicensed. We just trying to get clientele right now, okay? Everybody got to start from somewhere. But back in my day, now if you're lucky, you will have people that will follow you out of hair school and become your clients. That's beautiful when that happens. Don't count on it because those prices are different, and you have to be really good and beloved for them to follow you out of hair school. I did a TikTok about that. I'm like, oh, you know, some people follow them Some people say they're gonna follow you, and they're like, "Oh, they gonna follow me." They not gonna follow you. More than 85% of the time, they're not gonna follow you. But I would say, if you can, start building your online portfolio now. So retention. Keep the clients that you have. Let me check my notes. You really want to touch grass. I know we like to be on social media. And I have to like gear this for 2026. You do have the gift of social media, but you do have to be a real person in real life. You do have to get out there sometime and touch grass, shake hands, and kiss some babies. You want to hit this from like all angles. I didn't have to do it. I didn't really do it like that back in my day. I'm sorry, I have to keep saying this. Back in my day, we made yard signs. In the salon that I worked in, and we put them out to the street. Some people still put out those signs that are printed that you stick in the grass. And the city I was in Jacksonville, Duval, I put the sign out there, baby. I was doing twist and locks, $45, like 2001. I remember the sign, and I would go to the man and get my signs printed. I would put those out there, and I would go to work not every day, but 5 days out of the week. That's another thing. I even had a baby in tow, and then I had 2 babies in tow in the playpen. No excuses, guys. I was working. So mamas, there is a way. There's hope. You don't give up on your dreams because you gave birth. Mother Earth, like, no, we don't do that. So that's another thing. You're going to show up 5 days a week. If you want to do 6, if you want to do 7, even if you don't have clientele, there are these things called walk-ins, and you will get walk-ins. You'll get call-ins. You'll get, if you're working in a salon with other stylists, and I hope you're not starting out in a salon suite. That's another video. In a salon with other people, the camaraderie. They might need to give you a client. They might be overwhelmed, or they may need some help or assistance. So you want to show up on the days, even when you don't have a client on your book, you do not stay home. I don't know why we feel we have the liberty to do that. You need to show up every day. Get in the practice and the habit of showing up for yourself every day. And you show up nice and clean, looking like a stylist, whatever that means for you. No bonnets. Looking beautiful. You want to look like, what's that? You're selling hair. You're selling yourself. So you want to look the best that you can be, smell nice. We're not going to be the hairstylists that don't do our hair. So you do hair, so you're so busy, bogged down doing hair, so you can't do your hair. And then we're going to get into not trading your time for money, so you don't look a wreck because you're just working, slaving behind the chair for all your life. In the beginning, it's going to be a hustle and bustle, but we're not doing that all the days of our life till we can't take care of ourselves. We look like struggle. We're not coming to work looking like struggle, okay? So that's one thing. So we're showing up on time. We're giving good service. I pray we know how to do hair at least decently, and we're keeping up on our continual education. I have found that if you give nice, clean hair and it's neat, and you're nice and you smile, you can like coast for a minute. I don't want to say even if it's horrible, but you know what I'm saying? They want nice, clean, neat hair. Stick to what you know. If you're just good at roller sets, do them roller sets. If you're just good with lock maintenances and some curls like me, baby, I love a curl. Do that. If you're not good with updos, get better at the updos, but you don't have to do updos. You know, there are people that just do haircuts. They don't style. They don't blow dry. They work with a team. And they just do haircuts. And some people that just do foils. and they make good money off it. Some people just do sew-ins. They don't do any color. Some people are colorists. They just do color. You will find your niche or your niche, okay? So, oh my gosh, keep your station clean. Looking down at my notes. I shouldn't even have to talk about that. Like, your station, I swear it's a representation of your mind. Look at the camera, girl. It's a representation of your mind. I like to keep my counters clear. I got my thing charger. I don't like a lot of stuff around me. It's hard to work and think. My stations right now, I feel they have too much stuff on them. I keep it very minimalist. And people are walking in off the street and they judging you and they watching you. I hope they ain't judging you. I hope they're minding their business. But station should be clear. Clean up as you go. Like I tell my children in the kitchen, clean up as you go. Present nice, speak well, continue education, do your things. So, you're going to book your clients, of course, before they leave. We don't want no, oh, call me later, or I'm gonna call you. Retention. Book them an appointment before they leave. And we want to confirm these appointments 24 to 48 hours before their appointment time. And if you need to take deposits, there's a rule to deposits. Depending on what services you do and if you have high ticket services, you want to take a deposit. But I feel for me, I mean, I don't know, it's a different era. They shouldn't have to put a deposit down every time they book. But my massage therapist does that, and I love him for it, and I just pay him a little $50. I don't know what the deposit is for my massage, but he does require a deposit. I need to book with him. So, let's see. You want to educate your clients, smell good, recommend products. I pray that you're selling retail, because we're trying to have multiple streams of income in this small business. Multiple streams, not just show up, I do hair, I go home. I want to show up, I do the hairs, I recommend products, and they buy the products and use products, and they need these products. And we have an online store for said products. You might have a little tutorial, a little video. You got your website. There's ways to do this. This is an ecosystem where you can make a lot of money. We're not struggling stylists out here. If you need me to help you with that, get at me, okay? An ecosystem. So we have the products, so we're selling them in person and online, okay? Alrighty, so you're rebooking them before they leave. Don't say, just let me know. Tell them when they should return, because they don't always know. That's why we're here. They want your guidance. We're professionals. They trust your word, okay? And make sure your policies are clear. On your booking site, please don't put your things in all caps with a lot of exclamation points. You're shouting at the client. Some of these booking sites, I'm hearing that the girls are very rude. I don't know if it's just an Atlanta thing. But be professional. You don't go to a Walmart, I'm looking at Petco, or any of these other booking sites and they're shouting at you. Unless it's attention and it's something deadly, like a warning sign on a medicine bottle or something, can be fatal. But if it's not fatal, like, don't get into the eyes, don't get product in the eye, like, we don't need to put things in all caps on the things, okay? And I put this down. I'd rather have 25 loyal clients than 25,000 followers. That's why I'm saying, not that you need to get online. Getting online is it is the best thing to like push your business forward. But back in my day, Craigslist was getting online. Craigslist is still a good tool. Craigslist, certain things like, I'm in NLP, and we still would do magazines. You have to go where your audience is, where your clientele is. And picking your avatar, you have to know who your client is, where does he or she go, what do they do for a living, for fun, where do they hang out, and go to those places, advertise there, and do that. Like, it is a strategy. I can help you with that, okay? So yes, so we are rebooking, we're looking professional, we're respecting our clients' time. We want to be there before time, before the client, not walking in. Some of us like to be fashionably late. I don't know why with our clients, like, they just sit there and wait for us. I've seen it. It's like, not just 5-10 minutes late. You should never be late. You should be there before time, set up, ready, and waiting for your client. Your client's appointment is at 1. You shouldn't be pulling up at the same time, walking in together. I have been guilty. We all have our things. I am working on my time. I'm doing better now. I'm doing better. I'm telling on myself. Because some of us, time, we need to work on it. It's mathematics. I just know that I need to leave my house an hour early. If my appointment for my client is at 9, I need to leave at 8 a.m. It takes me 30 minutes to get to work. So that gives me some fool around time of 30 minutes. If it's traffic, if I want to stop and get a coffee, just be on time. Because some people really take it as you're hurting them and it's disrespectful to them. Like, you really got to get into the mindsets of people and their personalities. A lot of people are different. Being late is really a trigger for them. And I will say I have lost clients back in the day from being late. I didn't think it was a big deal. Like, girl, work with me. I'm 5, 10, 15 minutes late. Like, that shouldn't be a big deal. But usually my clients are very flexible. And they a little flighty and late like me. But it's just, that's unacceptable. We need to grow up and not do that. Be on time for your clients because you want them to be on time for you. So when they see that you are late, you just a late type of girl, you're gonna get late clients. You attract what you are. Like, real life, they see that you slide in 5-10 minutes late, they're not gonna be on time. I used to work with a habitually late stylist. The clients did not respect their time because they knew that this person was never going to start their hair on time or show up on time. So there, it was just like real loosey-goosey, like made my head spin. But anyway, be on time. So another thing is like looking good, and your hair can be a walking billboard. Like, oh my God, your hair look good. Who did that? Girl, I did. Me. Me, I did. Like, my daughter wear her nails. She does nails. She doesn't do it for other people, but she does hers really good. She does like my daughter, my other daughter and everything, but her nails look good. Hey, can you do mine? She might not, but your hair, like, oh my God, who did your hair? So be a walking billboard and advertisement for that. But let me see, with getting clientele, word of mouth, answer your phone. It would be nice if you had like a Google Voice, if you don't have like a business phone. Answer all phone calls, and your text messages, try to answer those in a timely manner within 24 hours, 48. You don't have to kill yourself on the weekend. If you don't want to, if it's after business hours, you don't have to answer. But in the beginning, I really want you to hustle and answer and be attentive and get these people booked. Have a booking site. That's good. A booking site, because you don't want to be like manning everything. I want you to have a booking site, and I want you to have a separate website, preferably with a shopping cart, so you can have products on there so we can make money while we sleep. And then we can get into tutorials. Say that 10 times fast. We can get in tutorials and like paid videos and things, because you all have a technique. You have a special way that you do something that other stylists want to learn from. Maybe the consumer, whoever. People want to learn your technique, the way you cut, the way you flow, the way you braid, the way you twist that hair. Like, these things can be monetized. That's why I'm here, to help the stylists to blossom and bloom and not killing ourselves behind the chair. You're working 6, 7 days a week. You're working long, 10, 12 hours a day, slaving behind the chair, and you still don't have no money. Imagine that. Because then that's another video, knowing how to charge. We're undercharging and we're overworking. So that's what I want you to have. I want you to have a website with a shopping cart. I want you to have a Square site. You sign up for all these things. And I want you to have a booking site. If you put that all together, like Vagaro, StyleSeat doesn't have that capability. I just started using Vagaro. Yeah, I know I'm an old head. I've been using StyleSeat forever. And they just made it to where you can book, you can have, like for instance, my daughters, we work in the same salon suite. So you can put multiple stylists on StyleSeat now. That's why I switched to Vagaro, because I was like, baby, I have a team, so I can't do the StyleSeat thing. I have one personally for the salon and me. It helps with my overflow, because when you look at Vagaro, it's just flooded. I look like I'm booked up for years. I kind of am, but it's a long story. I have a system. So you want to have a booking site. I don't know about Booksy and all the different ones. You really don't know. So have you a booking site so these people can book and be out of your hair, because it's not fun when you're doing hair and you gotta answer the phone or you gotta answer text messages. Like, really wean your clients off the tit. Put them like, look, you need to be nice. Maybe book them once or twice. Keep sending them the link to your booking site. If you're like me, sometimes if you have to squeeze in and it looks full, I'm like, okay, I will look at it for you, but we want to like have the default of them booking their own appointments. You have some people that still use a paper book. That's fine. I will be having journals available for those that still have, like my nail tech, like she got herself offline and she has a paper book. But I want you to be able to journal your thoughts, your day, how much you made that day, because we need to start tracking our income and counting it, like really to the T, our expenses and everything, so we can start building our money. What they say, what's not measured can't be, I always get it wrong, but you got to measure it so you can grow it. You don't know what you have, how you going to grow what you don't know. Okay, so I think that's it for building your clientele, showing up, looking good, smelling good, retention, touch grass a little bit, be a walking billboard. I'll be doing more of these because I might be leaving some things out. Be nice to the people. Do your social media. I pray you have a social media. I pray you have a few social media. You got the TikToks and the Instagrams and the Facebook. I pray you have those, a Facebook business page. I'll put a checklist together for you to help, like a starter kit. And I also help those start up their business coming out of hair school, or you're just fresh to the industry. You're like, oh my God, I don't know where to go. What am I gonna do? I'm here to help you. I'm your hairstylist auntie. I've been doing this for 100 years. I've worked myself here to all of this. I dreamed to have a salon suite when they first came out. I remember when they first came out for me, like 2000 and something, where I was introduced to them, and I was like, I thought they were like so much money. I was like, oh my God, the salon suite. And it was just a single. I was like, oh my God, it's $180. It was $180 a week. Like in 2000, let me try to do the math. Let me see which baby was how old. I got like 4 children. My oldest is 24 now, and she does hair. We got a system. She makes money too, child. That girl is good. She's doing good. But let's say 2002, when the child was born. 02, 05, 07. I think that's how the children, how the things go with their births. But anyway, it was $180. And that was like so much money for me. I didn't really have, but I'm back. I didn't really have a clientele like that, and $180 a week was like so much. And now these salon suites for a single is running around $300. I mean, in Georgia anyway. So I've worked myself into my own triple salon suite. There's 3 of us in here, and I remember I was like, man, I'm gonna get one of those big suites. Like the things that I dreamed of, like I now have. So just know that it is possible for you. I was like, man, that's amazing. How do they do that? How do they afford it? And I'm here. So that's why I am preparing and making the manifestation book for us, write our appointments, journal how we feel, write down your money goals, write down the money you made, track your expenses. So that's the spiel on everything to come. Reach out to me. I am a consultant and coach. I'm here to help you get to your destination, making multiple 6 figures and then some. 6 figures should be the base. That's like the minimum. You can do this. This is like, what is it? Multi-billion-dollar industry. So there's a piece for you. Especially some of these states like Georgia, you making 6 figures, you're doing pretty good. In New York, not so much. That's why I say maybe it's the minimum. California, child, forget it. You need to be making multiple 6 figures, and I can help you get to that goal, okay? So reach out to me. Do you think you can do it? What is the thing? I want you to put it in the comments. What is the thing that you have done and that you can offer to a new stylist that has grown your clientele? Drop it down in the comments below. And I'm about to do another video. I'll be reading your replies. I do reply, and I love y'all. See you later. I pray to work with some of you in the future. Bye-bye.